Hey y'all, hey, happy Monday. Safe Space with Shay is in the building. Hey, hey, I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope you had a great start off to your week, your motivational Monday. Okay, we want to get started on a good foot. We're going to talk today literally about communication. So, this topic is always good to share and enlighten one another because communication is something that I think we all feel like, hey, we got that in the bag, but it's more to it than just what's on the surface. So come on in, guys. Come join. And my shirt, you're deserving of all great things. Yes, you are. Come on in, come on in. I'm excited about this conversation and my special guest. So we will wait for her to jump on, and she's here. Hey, hey, Miss Tamika. I'm waving. Let me see if I can send you a request. Hold on. I just sent you one. I don't know. Hopefully it'll go through. Let's see, let's see. But come on in, people. Come on in. Yes, you are. Okay, so did you get the request? I hope you did. Did it go through? Yes, people. Yes, yes, yes. Come join our conversation today. I love it. I love it. And I hope you guys are finding my previous live conversations helpful. It's enlightening, shedding some light on some things. Let's see. I'm going to try again. Darn it. It says unable to join, Tamika, when I send you the request. I'm not sure if you can send me a request. Okay. Can you send me a request? Maybe it'll go through that way. I'm not sure. Because I'm sending you one that says unable. Let's see. Yeah, it's literally saying unable. I wonder, are you on a laptop, Tamika? Because if you are, I know I had trouble with someone else who was on a laptop. Okay. Yes, yes. I hope you guys are enjoying your summer. It's always good to unwind. I know this pandemic had most of us just kind of down and out and in a funk. So I'm hoping you guys are getting out and enjoying your summer. Yes, yes. The little bit you can. I know there's a lot of restrictions. Um, so it can be challenging to kind of enjoy the summer. But I hope you guys are making the best of it. Yes. Yep. So that's what's going on. I went to Miami. It was nice. Sunshine, it rained, but it's nothing like being on that beach. I'm telling you, nothing like it. So, yes, okay, it's saying, I wonder what's going on. Okay, it might go through this time. Let's see. Fingers crossed. Yay! Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I am good. I think it was because I was on my laptop at
Yep.
first. So yeah, now
I,
I'm on my phone. So
okay, well, thank you so much, Miss
no
Tamika, for
problem.
joining me, and I'm so glad I was able to get you on finally.
No problem at all.
And I
Glad
just,
to have.
yes, and I just wanted to personally thank you, girl, because you were committed in the beginning when I was starting all this, and I just appreciate you so much.
No problem. No problem at all. Like I said, thank you for having me.
Yes, yes, for sure. Well, I want you to introduce yourself.
Yes, well, my name is Tamika. On Instagram, I am Tamika underscore the therapist. So I am a licensed professional counselor. and supervisor. I've been in the field of mental health for 15 years now. Um, I own and operate Transition Family Services, which is a private practice counseling facility. Our office is in Southfield, but due to the COVID, we are 100% virtual now, which has actually been a blessing in disguise because we've been able to reach so many more people because people can now enjoy and participate in therapy just from the comfort of their own home. You know, just like me and you are talking right now. Like this is my spot. Like this is where I do this at. So it's been really, really good. In my practice, there's myself, and then I have 6 other therapists that work with me also, who do a phenomenal job. So we're able to see anybody in Michigan. Like I said, it doesn't have to even be local. Anybody in Michigan, we can provide counseling services to. So that has been awesome. To add to transition, I also am the owner of Protecting My Peace, which is a merchandise line that I started, that I am transitioning into a nonprofit. And all our gear has Protecting My Peace on it, which is our slogan, which is Protecting My Peace. It's a lifestyle, which basically is just talking about making sure that what you do has to do with maintaining your peace. And that's in all areas of life when it comes to friends, families, relationships, job, employment, whatever. Just the main goal is just to make sure that your peace is protected because life is short and peace is important. And then finally, my newest baby is Locate Therapy, which is an online directory that I started this year, on locatetherapy.com, which links African American and other minority therapists to people in the community who are looking for them. So I'm super, super excited about that one because that's a huge need in our community. You know, I hear over and over again people talk about, like, I just want a therapist that look like me. Like, I want a therapist that look like me and talk like me, but I can't find one. This is the resource that links those therapists to those clients. So locatetherapy.com.
Look at you, girl. You diversified and everything. You better do your thing. I love it. Okay. Yes. Well, thank you so much. And
No
today
problem.
I wanted to talk to you about communication.
Yeah.
I think it's such a, like, okay, everybody think they can communicate, right? Like I was saying in the beginning, right? But they don't even know, like, what it's really about,
It's a
right?
skill. It's a skill. You know, like you said, most people assume when you talk about communication, just the act of talking. And it's like, no, communication is actually a skill set. Like, there are people that have degrees in communication, and that's for a reason. Like, it's actually a skill set to know how to effectively communicate with one another. So yes, it's an important skill to have as well.
Oh my God, yes. So, what's the biggest misconception you've heard? You know what I'm saying, as far as communication?
I would say the biggest. So you know what, the one that gets me the most is, you know, that's we've all seen that slogan going around the internet where it says, "People don't listen to understand; they listen to respond."
Yes.
100% true. Like 100% true, and people are quick to throw that out. Like, people don't listen. You're not understanding. You just want to respond. You're not really listening, right?
Uh-huh.
The flip side of that, though, is people are not talking to people, they're
Uh-huh.
talking at people. And
Mm.
so people feel as though they have to defend themselves. Thus, hence, a lot of the times, the reason why they're not understanding, they're only responding to what you're saying. They're not listening to understand what you're saying. They're only listening so they can defend themselves once you finish talking. So that statement is 100% true, but a lot of times people don't take responsibility for the other side of it. You know,
Right.
communication is two ways.
Yes.
Communication is, and so it's important for you to listen to understand, but it's also important to you to actually say what you mean.
Mm,
It's like that's the part,
yes.
because a lot of times we don't.
Yes, that's good. Hi, Dr. Mikhail. I had her on last week. She's jumping on in. Appreciate you joining. But okay, that is so good. And so, okay, I just thought about it as you were talking about that.
Mhm.
Like, they're defending themselves in the Black community specifically. Do you feel like the stress of everyday life impacts our way of communicating?
That, among other things, like
Yeah.
just culturally
Okay.
too, like what we've
Okay.
been taught culturally a lot of times is that you have to defend yourself. We've kind of
Mm,
grown up a lot within our families, within our communities, of only the strongest survive. Like you have no
mm,
room to you have no room to be subtle. Like you have to make sure that you
mm.
always defend yourself, and that is a very important quality to have. Like that's important,
Yeah.
but it's subjective. You have to know how to effectively communicate with different people in different situations.
No.
And a lot of times, especially in relationships,
Mm-hmm.
is not the objective to be at war in your
Mm,
relationship,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And so you just feeling as though that I just have to stand my ground and not actually saying how you feel,
Mm-hmm.
more so just saying what you want someone to hear, cause this cycle of miscommunication, which then
Mm,
cause the domino effect of all type of other things happening
yeah.
within your relationship, when really it was just miscommunication from the start. It's literally kind of like the root of all issues within relationship. It starts at miscommunication.
Oh my God, yes. And as you were talking too, I thought about another common thing, right? It's like when you're in relationships, it's like, well, he should know he with me every day, or she should know she. And it's like, I've learned that you have to speak that. Your needs, you have to express that openly. So,
Yes, people
oh
need
my
to get
God.
out of the mind frame that everyone is just like them.
Yeah,
Assuming even the person that knows you the best,
yeah.
assuming that, like you said, assuming that they know what you're thinking. I mean, I've even noticed it with myself sometimes. Me and my husband, we've been together for 15 years. We've been married for 10. So we're
Wow.
pretty like, and I've turned him into like a therapist himself. So
Yeah, yeah.
we're pretty good with this communication thing at this point. But it was a point when I used to get upset about something in my head.
Mm.
Now I got an attitude. Like I got an attitude all day, right?
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Upset about something because I assume he should know how I feel, that he's
Mm-hmm.
not
Yep.
acting in a way that I feel like he should. Meanwhile, he
Yeah,
don't have no clue
they
of what's
don't.
going on.
They don't.
And I'm mad. For no reason, you know?
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
just learning how
Mhm.
to express yourself, like use your words, being
Yes,
comfortable with your feelings, being comfortable with vulnerability.
that part. Come
Mhm.
on. That's just it right there. I mean,
Yeah,
if people really get that piece, because
yeah.
if you can't communicate in your relationship, I even notice with friends, like
Mhm.
friends are even uncomfortable coming and saying, "Hey, I felt away," because they won't even say it.
It has to do also, when you spoke of as in just in terms of like us and black people and culturally and how we were raised, but conflict. You know, a
Yeah.
lot of times we're not comfortable with like positive conflict,
Right.
or or even confrontation. I'll even use that word better, because all confrontation doesn't have to be conflict.
Come
Just
on.
because I confront you on an issue that I feel like I have or that we have, we don't have to be beefed out.
Right.
Even if we don't agree, it doesn't have to be beef. But I think that like I said, a lot of times in our households, in our families, in our neighborhoods,
Hmm.
we're so used to being a conflict, being aggressive,
That part. Yep.
and
Yep.
so take that same stance and mentality in any type of conflict that we have. And it shouldn't be aggressive
Right.
with the people that we love just because it's different, just because it's different opinions, different
Yeah.
point of views. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be beef. It doesn't have to be aggression.
Yeah.
I can say how I feel. You can say how you feel. We can come to a compromise or we can agree to disagree.
Right. And that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But that's so true. In the black culture, we're used to seeing like aggressive conflict, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you kind of reflect back, like, dang, who really like had a issue where they came, they talked, and it was like, nope, it was always on 10, right?
Yeah.
And one of the things I learned in therapy was using I statements when you're approaching someone. So that really works.
So a lot of times when we talk, when in terms of conflict, we speak and that's what I was saying, when people speak at you
Yep.
and you're not comfortable with vulnerability. Usually, when you use I statements, it's followed by a feeling word.
Yep. Yep.
I feel angry. I feel sad. I feel
Right.
embarrassed. I feel
Right.
unloved.
Right.
Those words make us feel vulnerable,
Mm-hmm.
which is okay. Vulnerability does not mean weakness, but some
Mm-hmm.
culturally we've been taught that.
Yeah.
We've been taught that you don't show nobody that you're weak. You don't show any weakness, and they think that vulnerability and feelings are the same thing as weakness, and it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's human.
Yes.
I can feel sad. I can feel hurt, and I'm still strong. You didn't
Right.
break me. Like, I'm not
Right.
broken just because I'm embarrassed. I'm not
Right.
broken because in this moment I feel unloved, or I
Yes.
feel like I'm not getting the attention that I need. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not broken because of that. This is just how I feel about this situation or about this person, but I'm good. It
Yeah.
doesn't make me weak, and using I statements makes you be in control of your feelings,
Mm-hmm.
not putting it off on someone else. A lot of times we